beautiful Librans, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-September right through to mid-October 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details, and I will never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Librans, this is your singles love reading. For those of you who are looking for love, I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to make you aware, there are currently 6 planets in retrograde, okay? So this is going to be a difficult time to find love in the first place. It's not unusual, it's not unheard of, but it may be a little bit more difficult than usual because of planetary alignment, okay? Now, of course, we have that clash between Venus, the planet of love, and erratic Uranus. And of course, you are governed by Venus, the planet of love. So that can mean there are shocking events when it comes to love. So you and Scorpio tend to be the signs that are most likely to find a surprise love during this period. But just to make you aware, it can be a little bit more difficult than usual. Now, I just got to go get that card. For you in particular, your 12th house is activated, and that's your most sensitive part of your chart. So you may feel very spiritual or more philosophical about love than usual. And actually, at the beginning of September, right through to just after the mid of September, you may feel a little bit like withdrawing, being off-grid, not really connecting to anybody in particular. They want me to go one more. So that's how you're going to be feeling at the beginning of the month. But as we move towards the end of the month, then we've got your 6th house activated of work schedules, healthcare routines, responsibilities, paying bills, all of those sort of humdrum things. And so you may bury your head in responsibility. So that's what you're being influenced by. Let's see what's coming out in terms of the cards. I'm going to go get that card. One moment, please. Okay, mystery, interesting. So this is a time period, as I said, where there can be shocking changes in your status when it comes to love. But we've got some interesting cards already coming out here. There's a little bit of a daydreamy energy, and perhaps there's somebody you already know that you have an attraction with. You're not sure if it's crossing a line from friendship to something a little bit more. So let's see what's coming out for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. We've got the Moon card there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know regarding their love situation? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Okay, so we have the Magician. Now, I'm just going to go get those final cards for you. Because you're heavily influenced by your spiritual chart, I mean the 12th house, a lot of fears can be raised at this time. Fears that you're not going to find love, fears that you're not good enough, or fears that time is running out. You know, all of those sort of little fears that raise their ugly heads at 3 a.m., those little thoughts, they tend to pop out when our 12th house is activated, okay? So if you're feeling a little bit more sensitive than usual about finding love, you will know why, okay? And it's best to be aware that is your influence. I mean, you got 2 aces here. So there is divine intervention. The universe is bringing change, radical change towards you, but it may throw up, and we got the Fool card, it may throw up some anxiety regarding finding love, okay? So my best advice there would be don't listen to the anxiety. Don't listen to the, you know, we all have different sort of sides of ego. There's the positive side of self and ego, and of course there's a negative side. Sometimes we also get sidetracked by fear, which is one aspect of our ego that gets in the way and sort of chips away at our own confidence. So I will be a little bit mindful during this period. You got the moon twice here. So, you know, the most sensitive part of your chart is ruling during this period, okay? Now, some of you may be actually connecting to spiritual practices. You may be even called to put yourself on some sort of spiritual retreat, or called to join a group of people that are spiritually minded, so that you can connect to like-minded people, okay? I'm definitely seeing that you have a calling to move on from something. Now, whether you're currently involved with someone and it's kind of no strings attached, or it's someone who is like, you're crossing a line between friendship or, you know, something else, something more, I feel like actually that you're, there's someone new coming on in here for you, but I feel like there may be something you're closing out with somebody else that may have been like something temporary, okay? So I'll pick up the energy as I go along, but I'm just picking up this. I mean, you've got a Two of Cups, okay? So there's definitely love coming on in here for you. I just want you to be aware of that. But I feel like you're closing out a cycle with something else. So whether it is you had like a fling with a person, or there's been a flirtation with somebody, or there's been a bit of a, do they like me? Do they not like me? What's going on there? I definitely see you connecting to a relationship, but you're closing something out first. You're walking away from something before you connect to something new. So let's go from the very beginning. We've got strings, okay? Strings, that's the first card. It's number 19. Now, number 19 is the Sun card. So that is about happiness. It is about joy. It's about things flourishing. But as you can see here, I mean, the strings is like either you feel attached to something, or you feel like in the past you've been played when it comes to love, or you feel like, you know, oh, I'm getting a little bit of an energy here, and this is not going to resonate for everyone, so don't shoot the messenger on this, but I'm picking up sometimes you tend to, and this could have been in the past, you sort of gravitated or attracted people who tended to need fixing, or they had some sort of trauma, and you were there for that person because they attached themselves to your energy, is what they're showing me, okay? In the water right now, they're showing me someone breaking a plate. The way that it's smashing on the floor, it looks like there's many plates, but I'm just getting this energy of someone smashing a plate. So either this is you breaking your luck when it comes to love, negative love, you're breaking a cycle, or because I get this energy of, you know, something got broken. Perhaps it's even smashed to pieces. Maybe this is how you felt in the past. Now, this is a singles love reading, so sometimes I have to understand a past energy to understand your current state and what it is you're attracting in this moment. So, but I feel it says here strings. So perhaps you were connected to somebody who tried to control you in some way. I mean, we've got the Chariot card, which is a card of ambition or control, which direction you go in. We also have the Ten of Swords. So something, either someone played mind games with you, or there was some sort of, do they like me? Do they not like me? There's like this thing where I just get this energy of someone really enjoying your company, or really enjoying you, my beautiful Librans, but it not going anywhere, okay? But I feel like you're detaching from this, whatever this is. So whether this is something you've recently detached from, or you've told yourself, this is it, I'm not going back to that person or that situation. It could even be whatever situation you found yourself in, it has influence the way you operate in love. It may have made you lose direction when it comes to love. Maybe even made you think that love, or starting to find love, it's made you feel very protective of your heart, and it's just felt like a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and you're pulled in different directions. But whatever it is, I feel like now you're choosing happiness. You're choosing to free yourself up from this control. This is your protagonist energy. We've got the Chariot there, which means you're moving ahead. You've decided that you want to move forward in love. Some of you have lost your motivation to even look for love for a long time. We've got the Ace of Wands in the resistance position. So that tells me that there's been some sort of rejection in the past regarding a love situation where it's thrown up a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, and made you feel very, very cautious when it comes to your heart. So you may have trusted somebody who tried to play mind games with you or tried to control you in some way, and it's made you feel fearful because you saw behind their mask. Their mask is dropped, and now you want to disconnect from that, and you're focusing on finding new love. But it may have influenced the way you operate in love and made you feel that you can't trust. There may be some trust issues here, or but I feel like you're moving on from that. This is the card of finding that motivation to head in the right direction from now on. So I feel suddenly you get a desire to move forward. You've been on a real journey when it comes to love, and you may have lost your direction or lost hope or had a real test of faith in love. But now I feel like you're getting that motivation, that drive. It's almost like now you're deciding, you know what? I want new love. I want to move forward. I don't want to go back to the past. I don't want a past situation. I'm leaving rejection behind, and I'm building confidence. I'm just getting this energy of you building confidence. Whenever you get the Chariot, it is you being in control. You're the master or the mistress of your own destiny, and suddenly you want to move forward. Now, some of you have actually planned a vacation, or you're going on a trip in some way, and I feel like you are having a transformative moment where you're going to meet somebody new with regards to this trip or this vacation. Maybe this is something you're planning this month and you won't be taking it for the next couple of months, but I definitely see you moving ahead, moving forward. Now, some of you may actually, maybe even a spiritual retreat is what I'm picking up, because the Moon card is all about that sensitive sort of spiritual side. You're very intuitive, but there's something here where I feel in some way you may have felt someone try to bamboozle you in love or something like that, because I feel there's this energy of not trusting, okay? Because the Moon is about anxiety, fear. It's almost like, how can I trust this? Because we've got the Mask here as well, mystery. Okay, so it's almost like maybe love has been a bit of a mystery to you, but it's also transformed you in a way that has made you see that actually you need to be a little bit more confident about who you are, because actually you're beautiful both inside and out, and you're lovable. You're also very talented. They're showing me that you're the whole package, okay? You know, I don't like to talk about humans in this way, but they're showing me that you are the whole package. But somewhere along your journey, due to your experiences, you've forgotten how awesome you truly are and that you deserve love. And once you start from a place of realizing you actually deserve the best in love, then all else will follow. And we've got that Two of Cups there, indicating you're attracting a person in the same vibration as you, someone who is lovable, someone who is reciprocal, a balanced exchange, a soulmate relationship, okay? But it requires you taking a leap of faith and knowing that you've got everything you need within you to attract the right person for you, okay? We've got the Ace of Pentacles. This is your intention to start new love that is loyal, faithful, grounded. You want something that's got a very strong foundation. The Ace of Pentacles there is a breakthrough in love. Now, the journey of love, I feel, has been very difficult for you, but I see here, as you can see, that stem has taken a long time to sort of sort through and push through all the mud. Now, the mud is basically enriching, but it's also an obstacle, okay? When you think about the mud and the soil, you know, it has the potential to be something that can be so compacted that it's difficult to break through, but it's actually a nourishing experience for that little seed. So it's about you having a breakthrough, learning lessons that feel difficult at the time, in the moment, but actually it nourishes your journey and makes you see that you deserve better. And my guides gave me something a couple of weeks ago that was very profound, which is sometimes we deserve better than what we actually want. Okay, I'll say that again. Sometimes we deserve better than what we actually want. So it's about readdressing the balance and realizing we deserve better, okay? So I definitely see you attracting love, but you're starting, aces tend to be gifts from the universe. You're starting with seeing you yourself are a gift, okay? You have a lot to offer when it comes to love. So you're starting to nurture yourself. You're starting personal growth. You've been through a lot, and I feel like you're starting to nurture yourself in terms of healthy, routines, building healthy boundaries, connecting to healthier diets and exercise routines, not for anybody else, but for yourself. I'm just getting this, you got more energy, and your focus now is about growing something with another person that is healthy, rather than that sort of like, letting passion rule, which passion is wonderful, but it's almost like, this can be a very lusty kind of energy. You're turning a new chapter, but when you get Ace of Wands, that can be about passion, it can be about intensity. Remember, whenever we're building something with another person, whilst passion and intensity are very important in every relationship, it can't be the only energy that is focused in the relationship, because that is not sustainable, okay? There needs to be a solid foundation, and that's what I feel like you're building, or you're making yourself, it's almost like you are changing your own environment to attract the right kind of love into your world. We've got the Ten of Swords, so that indicates that love has been a bit of a headache for you. You may have felt a lot of anxiety. Also, the Ten of Swords can mean a lot of things. It can mean, that you're closing out a very difficult cycle. That you may have had a very difficult ending with a person. A relationship may have come to an end, and it's made you all up in your head. When we start to be all up in our head, that's when that little voice, that negative little voice, can come on in and chip away at our confidence based on previous experiences. Humans sometimes, if we're hurt by another person, the first go-to experience is the heart sort of protects itself. There's a shield. We put ourselves in a very protective measure where we're like, I'm not letting anybody else in right now. I'm feeling vulnerable, so I'm going to guard my heart. And then, of course, if the relationship did not go in the way that you'd hoped and there's still love there comes blame, anger, all of those things. And after things start working through, we start to look at ourselves and start to pick at ourselves, almost like in a negative way, like, well, I'm this, I'm not good enough, I'm that. That is the ego chipping away at our own confidence. We all have it at moments. Sometimes it can raise its ugly head when we're, to do with work, or to do with a friendship, or to do with love. It can pop up at any time when we're feeling the most vulnerable. And we've got the Ten of Swords here, which is to be aware of how you're thinking. Now, if we're negative thinking, we start to lose the motivation to find love. So they're just indicating here that sometimes we need to control our thoughts and not let them run away with ourselves. So I want to pull a card on that Ten of Swords. You may have gone through a very difficult experience or a very painful ending in a relationship, and I just want you to be aware that there are things that are changing, transforming for the positive for you, and there is a wonderful relationship coming on in. But you're leaving something behind that was not emotionally fulfilling for you, and you have to be aware that the universe takes things or situations out of our lives because they're preparing us for something greater. We cannot see what is to come, but the universe knows that there's something better. So it removes the thing that it feels is no longer necessary in your world, or was only there as a lesson and now is learnt and so needs to be removed, okay? Also, the Ten of Swords can be, the beginning of a new start. You're aware that there needs to be changes, but you're preparing yourself for a new start. You're thinking about coming out of a comfort zone and finding that motivation to get out there, to put yourself in a scenario to meet new love. And sometimes it can feel daunting. This can be like, what you need to do to change your circumstances, and sometimes it can feel like a really big task, very overwhelming. So some of you may be very shy, for example, and you're like, okay, I know I need to put myself in a scenario to meet new love, or put myself online dating, or, RSVP to that invitation and say, yes, I'm going to go to that event, even though I feel overwhelmed and don't want to go to that event. Sometimes we got to push ourselves out of the comfort zone, and that's why you got that Fool card there. I'm just going to pull a card on this Ten of Swords for you. The Sun. So again, they're giving me number 19 energy, which is the Sun. Relationships flourishing, positive energy. The more positive you are, the more positive situations you'll attract. Now that's easier said than done. I know that. Swords are all about communication. And sometimes Ten of Swords, they want you to be aware. See all those needles going into that person's head? The swords are all about communication. sometimes the things that we tell ourselves actually chip away at our own confidence, even though there is a positive sort of experience about to happen for you. As you can see, we got the sun rising in the background there. So I feel like it's about being aware that you're actually headed in the right direction. That yes, you may feel a little bit vulnerable at this time, looking for love, but know that there is love headed your way. The Sun card is often an indication of a relationship flourishing, okay? Now, in the resistance position, we've got mystery. So this is a card, when you get it in this position, it's like in the reverse. So what they're indicating here is, and this is very, very, let's put this is very, how can I put this? This is a very delicate thing that the universe, the energy that I'm getting right now, it's a very delicate thing that's coming through from my guides, which is sometimes, my beautiful Librans, it's like the fears rule the situation, because you got the moon twice, okay? So for example, if you've had a difficult experience in love in the past, and then you meet someone new, say for example, you were cheated on, and you go into the next relationship saying, you know what, I was cheated on, so I'm not going to have that ever happen to me again, and you know, I'm trusting you not to cheat on me like the last person. The universe is saying, there's this energy that's coming through, it's just like, don't reveal the fears too early. I don't know if that makes sense. That's what they're just giving me, okay? Of course, when people are getting to know each other, they're opening up and they're being really vulnerable. They're indicating, be vulnerable in how you feel about yourself, how you feel about the journey of love. Open yourself up to that depth of love, and not about a previous experience in love, because that is an attachment of negativity. Now, again, easier said than done. I know, my beautiful Librans, but that's what's coming up. So there's obviously someone out there who needs to hear that. So I'm just going to leave that there because I feel like that's very, very precise, okay? Also, there's a mask here. So they're indicating this element of transforming yourself. Now, because it's number 13, that's the death card. So it's endings bring a new beginning. And it's okay to not know what happens next, okay? When we got the control card with strings, sometimes we just got to be okay with the universe and not know. Trust that the universe has got our back and is bringing something new into your world, okay? Now we've got the moon card twice. So this is about, you know, trusting your intuition, but it's also about being frustrated sometimes due to fears, anxieties. And because the most sensitive part of your chart is highlighted, the 12th house, you may be looking at parts of yourselves that you do not like, perhaps. Think those areas may get amplified. For example, if you don't like your toes, or you don't like your ears, or you don't like your nose, you know, or things about yourself. I mean, if you love yourself fully, then, you know, you've personally grown very, you've matured very well, and that's perfect. But they're just showing me that sometimes during these periods, those things that we do not particularly like about ourselves tend to be amplified, and it makes us want to shy away, okay? So it's about getting comfortable with who you are. There is a transformation here. The Ace of Wands is a transformation, but it indicates that there has been a rejection in the past, and you're turning a new chapter, okay? Also, they're showing me that you're going to overcome any fears or any obstacles that have been getting in your way from putting yourself out there to meet new love and opening yourself up to that vulnerability, okay? The fox indicates a clever energy, overcoming difficulty. Foxes tend to thrive under pressure, or find a way to survive during difficult circumstances. So if you have been someone who's gone through a difficult experience in love in the past, I feel like you've been unpicking a lot of that experience to try and understand the why. And the universe is giving this energy of like, sometimes we never get an answer. Sometimes we never get an answer to why. You know, we could ask a person in the past why it did not work out, why you chose another person over me, why you lied, why you left. All of those questions that sometimes we have. Why have I not had a relationship? You know, there's lots of different questions we could ask to the universe or ask to a person, and we can never understand the why. because sometimes there's no answer. So sometimes we got to get comfortable with the mystery of not understanding or not getting a clear answer. Just live in the now and understand that there is love headed your way, and trust that the universe is sending you someone who's perfect for you, okay? We've got friendship and we've got daydream. So I'm going to pull a card on this because there is a potential here that there's actually somebody who already has hidden feelings for you, because the moon card is all about the hidden, and you got twice the moon card. So there is a potential here that there is someone that is already thinking about you, or you're thinking about them as well. There's just this energy of two people manifesting each other. So I'm just going to pick this deck over here, and I'm only taking the uprights in this deck, just so you're aware. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please clarify the friendship and the daydream card for my beautiful Librans? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? Page of Swords. There's somebody here who's keeping tabs on you. They know you already. Okay. The Death card. Thank you so much. This person, let me see. Okay, now this could be somebody who, because we've got the Three of Swords here. This could be somebody that you've already been in a relationship with. Perhaps you've decided to be friends. I mean, we've got the Page of Swords, the Death card, and the Three of Swords. So either you and this person, you have feelings for each other, but I'm going to pull a card in that Death card because it feels like something's in the way. Perhaps it's friendship. High Priestess. There's a bond between you, and the Temperance card, patience. So either you and a person, you can't be together right now. Either you're long distance, or they've just come out of a relationship, or you have, and it's like patience. There seems to be a person here who has feelings for you already, my beautiful Librans. This is somebody you know. And this person keeps tabs on you. We got the Page of Swords. So that means this person's the lurker of the deck. This person, you know, watches your move, not in a creepy way, but they try to reach out. They try to communicate with you. They try to help you whenever they can. This person, they're carrying sorrow. Maybe it's because they feel like they cannot be with you right now. Can you please clarify the Three of Swords? Why? The Devil card. Now, they're either bonded to something else or to somebody else. There's something in the way. There's something blocking this person. I mean, it could even be that this person, if you've come out of a relationship, my beautiful Librans, could even be, that, you know, your ex's friend or something like that. There's some reason why this person's not stepping up, but they have feelings for you and they're keeping their silence. Now, this person could also have substance abuse, or this person could be connected. They've got something, there's something in the way that's preventing this person from actually speaking their truth, revealing their feelings, but they're waiting. Nine of Cups, you are their wish, their dream come true. Okay, I'm just going to see one more. Why is this person stalling? Will they reveal? Hangman, no, they're going to wait. Okay, now this person may have strong Sagittarius, may have strong Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, or Pisces, maybe a little bit Virgo in their chart. It doesn't have to be Sun, Moon, or Rising, but they may have strong, those strong signs in their chart. But there's someone already who has feelings for you. I just want you to be aware of that. And they're trying to keep you quite close. It's like they don't want to cross a line, or they feel it's best to be friends right now. This person dreams about you, fantasizes about you all the time. Okay, so that's what's going on for you in particular this month. I'm just going to see what else is coming on in here for you. This person, I'm not sure why they're stalling, but there's something in the way. So you may know what that thing is. Actually, let me see. How does my beautiful Librans feel about this person? Oh, I need to put this one back. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Four of Cups, you're not really fussed about this person, to be honest. Four of Cups, you may feel you know who this person is, but you're fed up with this person stalling. Four of Cups is like you're waiting for something new, because you may feel like you don't want to cross a line with this person. Perhaps you're really good friends with this person. You're like, no, it just, you wouldn't want to cross a line. Queen of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Four of Wands here. Four of Wands is a card of friendships, good times, perhaps reuniting with somebody, but it's like Queen of Swords. it's being self-sufficient. You're looking to the future. You're turning your back on the past. You're looking for something new, new horizons. So I just get this energy that, Libra, this is your card. It's like you don't need this person. You'd hear what they have to say, but either they have got somebody else, or they're engaged to somebody else, or they live with somebody else. There's something here. I mean, you got 2 4s. There's something here blocking this connection. Anyway, that's going to be very precise for someone out there. So it's not going to be for everyone. So let's move on. We've got the Magician card. Now the Magician card is about manifestation, thoughts becoming things. And you're very, very powerful. Your mind is very, very powerful. But it's about realizing that you have everything you need to attract the right person. And that is something that you've been going through as a lesson right now. Okay, so Libra, just be aware that you're overcoming the mountain. You're overcoming the difficulty, and you have everything you need to meet somebody new. Okay, but it's about your focus. So right now, because we've got a lot of planets in retrograde, plus we've got a lot of like heavy energy, that full moon in Pisces mixed with that new moon in Virgo, it may make us feel like our attention is in different directions. So it's about the direction of your focus. And if you're feeling a little bit more ambitious, focusing on career, finances, perhaps even money right now, or new jobs, things like that, then you may actually find that you don't have much time to focus on love. But I do feel towards the end of the month into October, because this reading is good for mid-September right through to mid-October, I do see you focusing on love and meeting somebody, attracting somebody. Now, some of you may actually have a new job coming on in, or you're relocating in terms of your job. Maybe you're actually relocating to a different department, or there's going to be someone new coming on in. Some of you may actually travel for work or something like that. So there may be somebody new who sort of starts working at your place. Now, it doesn't mean that you want to be with a person at your work. It could mean that through that new person, you go out one night and you find somebody through that person. So there could be a connection there. Some of you may be starting a new project, or picking up a new hobby, something creative, because you're very talented. So they're showing me some of you may feel called to put yourself on a group, because I see a group learning kind of thing, and you meet somebody. Okay, so through that. So it could also be like a hobby that or something creative that you enjoy doing. It doesn't have to be sporty. I feel like it's more like a hobby, something that you would, I mean, they're showing me a paintbrush right now. My guides are pointing at a paintbrush. So it could be something to do with art. It doesn't have to be, but that's, they're actually showing me someone pruning a, it looks like a bonsai, actually. Pruning a bonsai. Now that's very precise. Bonsais are very unique. They require a lot of care. Okay, maybe it's about you cultivating your world and recognizing how unique you are, my beautiful Librans. And the more care you take of yourself, the more you will attract a person who also takes care of you. Not that you need to be taken care of, but you know what I mean. It's more that you find someone who is in a reciprocal energy to give you the love that you deserve and desire, and that you give back in the same way. Okay, the Fool card represents taking a leap of faith. A new adventure is opening up to you. So it's about your focus here. And I see you actually letting go of one thing in order to embrace something new. Okay, she's got a very tiny, I hope you can see that there, she's got a very tiny buttercup in her hand, but there's an even better one, a bigger one on the end of a alligator's tail. So I feel this is about a risk. Okay, taking a calculated risk where you decide, you know what, this something in your love life isn't working right now. So I feel like you're changing the way that you respond to situations. You're doing things differently. You're taking a leap of faith, and you're opening yourself up to a new adventure, which is what I feel towards say first week of October into the second week of October for you. I feel like there is major change in your love life. We've got the 8 of Cups. You leaving something or walking away from something. Something's not fulfilling, okay, emotionally. 8 of Cups is a journey of discovery, working out who you are, what you bring to the table, that you actually bring a lot to the table. You are a gift when it comes to love, and that you should be also opening yourself up to meet somebody who is equally a gift in love. No more overgiving, no more rejection, no more fears, opening yourself up to true blue love. Also, ladybugs, they tend to represent good luck in love. And those plates smashing, I feel like it's about luck being broken. Your bad luck being broken, okay? And new, better luck in love coming towards you. The Eight of Cups tends to stumble on the Nine of Cups, okay? So basically, it's about leaving everything that has been not working for you behind. So for example, if you've been a homebody, my beautiful Librans, and you haven't had time to even search for love, I feel like you're doing something differently. You are finding the time. I feel like you're turning your focus towards love now. You're moving away from anything that has not been emotionally fulfilling for you, whether it's a no strings attached relationship, whether it's a person who keeps coming in and out of your life and it doesn't go anywhere. I feel like you're being really honest with yourself and saying, you know what, this has got to change. And even by that admission to yourself, things are changing, okay? It's about your focus. Remember, you're in a strong manifestation period. And if any sign can find love during a period where 6 planets are in retrograde, it is you, my beautiful Librans, and it is Scorpio energy as well. We got a Two of Cups, so you're attracting a soulmate, okay? So there's definitely someone coming on in here, but it indicates you walking away from something. Now, it can mean that you're walking away from a job. You're relocating. Maybe you're walking away from a town or a city. You're doing some sort of movement. Your journey is changing. I feel like it almost feels like you are, how can I, it's like a bit of a plot twist, like you're detouring. That's what I feel. It's like a detour. So, for example, if you've got like, I don't know, if you were set to do something on next Saturday, for example, and someone says, hey, last minute, do you want to go here? You go, okay, sure, let's do that. So you take a detour, or you actually plot twist your plans. You decide to do something totally different than your normal schedule. So I feel that happens around about the 1st or 2nd week of October for you. And then you meet this soulmate, okay? So definitely love coming on in here for you. I'm going to pull 3 cards just to clarify a little bit more. They're giving me a song. One moment, please. It's like, you know, it's not the same as it was. As it was. And then it goes really fast. This person kind of talking, singing, which is really blurred and I can't hear it. But it's like, I almost want to say, in my life, you know, it's not the same as it was, or something like that. I'm not really sure because it's really muffled at the beginning and right at the end. The main bit that I can hear is, you know, it's not the same as it was. So I feel like it's a very modern song. I mean, it may have even come up in a reading before, but I honestly cannot place it right now. A lot of songs come through that are channeled in that moment, and I can't remember them all, but that one is coming through for you right now. So either, if you know what that song is, then it can be important. So for example, it could play just before this reading, or it could play just after this reading, or even as you're listening to this reading. Perhaps it'll play at work or in the mall, or when you're out in the next 4 to 5 weeks. You could be walking down the street and, you know, a car passes by and the song is playing. And then it is an indication that things are changing in your love life for the better. You're headed in the right direction towards the Two of Cups. But the Eight of Cups, along with the Chariot card, tells me that you are changing something. You're walking away from something, or you're going on a journey. Okay? And we got the Queen of Wands, the 6, lifestyle changes. And again, they're showing me that there's some sort of travel going on, or some sort of movement in your chart. Queen of Wands is very important because it's about confidence, but it's also about you being attractive, being magnetic, alluring, and attracting, you know, a suitor. So male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about energy. Also, they're indicating the black cat for me right now. So they're indicating that you will see a black cat on your path. It's pure black, okay? Beautiful, pure black cat. And you're going to see that walk by your path or across your path. You're going to notice a black cat, okay? And if you own a black cat, that's not what I'm talking about. It will be when you're out and about, you'll see the black cat, okay? So it's not going to be the one that you've got at home. If you've got one at home, it's going to be one where you're out. So I just want you to be aware of that. Six of Wands indicates you will be messaging someone who notices you and only you, someone who actually, you know, really looks up to you, who finds you very attractive, someone who wants to be seen with you, very sort of power couple. This is a victorious relationship. But the Six of Wands can be that you're influencing the situation, okay? Because Six of Wands is to take charge or influence the way you do things. So it's about building your confidence, taking charge, and taking action. I mean, of course, the universe is going to bring someone into your energetic sphere in terms of a relationship, but we must remember that we must find a way to meet the universe halfway, okay? Lifestyle changes, that's what this card means. So I feel like you are taking action to do something different. So whether that is to accept an invitation or go on a vacation, I definitely see you changing your circumstances, transforming your circumstances, and actually you're going to start noticing that people look at you in a very different way, okay? First of all, you're going to look at people like, are they looking at me? Yeah, they're looking at you. They're finding you attractive. You're emanating a wonderful sort of frequency, but at the same time, you're magnetic. So remember that when someone looks at you and you think, wow, they're looking at me, you know, yeah, they are. They're finding you very attractive, okay? So I just want you to be aware of that. Knight of Swords also indicates someone is going to be rushing in to message you. I feel like this is somebody new is what I'm picking up. I'm just going to clarify with one more. This is someone new that you're going to be meeting. I just want you to be aware of that. But there is also someone who you know already, who has feelings for you, but they're not going to tell you. This person's not going to tell you from now till mid-October. I mean, they may tell you after mid-October, but not before, okay? This person may be somebody that you actually work with or somebody you know. Seven of Pentacles is like, they're wondering if it is worth telling you, I feel, because I feel like this person, they don't really want to cross the line with the friendship. Okay, so with the Hermit card, this person, either they just recently become single or they're deciding to be alone right now. The Death card indicates they're going through some changes and they feel like they cannot come forward. I just want to clarify a little bit more. But yeah, there's someone new coming on in. So I feel like that person who has the feelings for you may miss the boat. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, because I feel also that you're kind of like not in that zone. You see that person as a friend. We've got Ram Perseverance. That's your final card. It says here, you have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up and good luck will follow. Now, as I said, I think I said when we had the Magician card, I said you're going to get over the mountaintop, which is a very strange thing to channel, but at the same time, it's because it was in preparation for this card, I'm guessing. Okay, the power of the mind, that is the main focus here. The Magician is the power of the mind. It's a representative of your true power and how you can use your focus to affect change. So even manifesting, seeing the sort of person you want to be with, that you want to be in love with, is important, because if we are focused on money or our family responsibilities, and all of those things are important, of course, but if we never focus on love or imagine what sort of person we want to be with, the universe is taking that as a sign that you're not really interested in love. Okay, so it's very important. Now I'm just going to go and get a trinket before we close. Okay, and look at that. I mean, I can't even see in there because my big finger is going there. I can't even see what I'm picking out, but I do close my eyes anyway. So I know you can't see my eyes. You do have to trust me on that, but we got the cat. Okay, so look out for the black cat. So important. This is the lucky cat. Okay, so this means, you know, that good luck is on your side for the next 4 to 5 weeks when it comes to love. Also, you're a very independent spirit, my beautiful Librans, okay? Open yourself up to love. Know that it is showing up for you, okay? I also feel like you could meet this person in a very competitive space, this new person. So, for example, you know, if you're learning a new hobby, for example, you may learn hobby with people who are like-minded, but you're learning off each other and, you know, you're trying to accomplish great things. So it could be quite competitive, because I'm getting this energy of like winning coming through, but it may be that you finally meet love and you feel like you've won. So they want me to put this on the Two of Cups. I mean, I can't imagine that, you know, you see a black cat and you go and like go to stroke the black cat, and then someone comes over and like opens up a conversation with you, and then that's the love of your life. I can't imagine it would show up that way, but a black cat is important. So as soon as you see that on your path, know that there is change happening in your love relationships, okay? In your status. There's a soulmate headed your way. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Librans. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Librans. Love and light.